There will be no obstacles you cannot overcome, no limit you cannot surpass, no empire you cannot rule. Heaven and earth have no preference. A man may choose one over another, but to heaven and earth all are the same. The high, the low, the great, the small, all are given light, all get a place to rest. What could he grab for that he does not already have? What could he do for himself that the universe itself has not already done? Hold fast to the power of the One. It will unify the body and merge it with the spirit. It will cleanse the vision and reveal the world as flawless. It will focus the life force and make one supple as a newborn. Part 1. The 5 colors blind the eye. The 5 tones deafen the ear. The 5 flavors dull the palate. Racing, hunting, and galloping about only disturb the mind. Wasting energy to obtain rare objects only impedes one's growth. Part 2. So the sage is led by his inner truth and not his outer eye. He holds to what is deep and not what lies on the surface. Man's true self is eternal, yet he thinks, I am this body, I will soon die. This false sense of self is the cause of all his sorrow. When a person does not identify himself with the body, what troubles could touch him? Through the course of nature, muddy water becomes clear. Through the unfolding of life, man reaches perfection. Through sustained activity, that supreme rest is naturally found. Part 1. Abandon holiness. Discard cleverness and the people will benefit 100-fold. Part 2. Abandon the rules of kindness. Discard righteous actions and the people will return to their own natural affections. Part 3. Abandon book learning. Discard the rules of behavior and the people will have no worries. Part 4. Abandon plots and schemes. Discard profit-seeking and the people will not become thieves. Surrender brings perfection. The crooked become straight. The empty become full. The worn become new. The ancient saying, surrender brings perfection, is not just empty words. Truly, surrender brings perfection and perfection brings the whole universe. Speak little. Hold to your own nature. A strong wind does not blow all morning. A cloudburst does not last all day. The wind and rain are from heaven and earth, and even their do not last long. How much less so the efforts of man? The path of the sage is called the path of illumination. He who gives himself to this path is like a block of wood that gives itself to the chisel. Cut by cut it is honed to perfection. Only a student who gives himself can receive the master's gift. If you think otherwise, despite your knowledge, you have blundered. Giving and receiving are one. This is called the great wonder, the essential mystery, the very heart of all that is true. Part 1. Tao is eternal, one without a second. Simple indeed yet so subtle that no one can master it. Part 2. If princes and kings could just hold it, all things would flock to their kingdom. Part 3. Heaven and earth would rejoice with the dripping of sweet dew. Everyone would live in harmony, not by official decree, but by their own inner goodness. Rivers and streams are born of the ocean. All creation is born of Tao. Just as all water flows back to become the ocean, all creation flows back to become Tao. Be tranquil like the rain of spring. Be pure like the sheen of silk. Then the great perfection will be perfect and the great fullness will be full. The sun in all its glory reveals but a passing world. Only the inner light illumines eternity. Only that light can guide us back home. Have faith. Follow your own shining. Be aware of your own awareness. On the darkest nights you will not stumble. On the brightest days you will not blink. This is called the practice of eternal light. Shut the mouth. Close the gates. Blunt the sharpness. Loosen the knots. Temper the glare. Become one with the dust of the world. This is called the secret embrace.